This is Out of the Garage.
Co-host, tech tone junkie, magician, politician, fruitician, vegetarian, vegan, magical. Did I say magical?
Yeah,
wizard. You're really just a wizard.
I try.
You are Nate.
I am Nate.
And I learned a very important lesson about Nate just a couple of days ago. We were talking to an artist on the phone, and the artist started talking about his guitar rig.
Yes.
And I play guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I do play
you
guitar.
Do play guitar better than I do.
But, like, I can't handle those conversations, man. When you guys start, like,
what kind of... He has
whatever
an amp in a guitar case. That's cool.
Yeah, it's great. Okay. Moving on. We are at iMaster Studios in Grays Lake, Illinois, as always, about halfway between Milwaukee and Chicago. Per the usual, we have Mark Yoder, the man on a mission behind the controls. We always want to give him lots of free commercial time.
All the time.
Yeah. So, all right, Nate. Who do we need to thank this week?
Well, first off, we have we wanted to throw a thank you out there. Daniel Ray Scott. First of all, amazing guest.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Secondly, him and Chelsea have been pushing the podcast, the webpage, everything heavily. We really appreciate that. We're glad to get that publicity.
Absolutely. We also want to thank our intern. We're in the intern formation again today. No missing intern formation. We've got Gianna with us. Thank you, Gianna, for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. We'll be hearing from her later. They talked me into allowing the question from an intern again.
Well,
so we'll see how that goes.
Try to be nice.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're going to mention a lot of bands we got coming up and bands that we've had in. First of all, Jungle of Cities. They got some shows coming up.
June 7th. We got that in Chicago at Quenchers. Yep. And then August 9th at the Emporium Arcade Bar in Chicago, and August 10th at Brower House in Lombard. Additionally, the Flat Rats. Please check out their website. They've linked the podcast. We've had a press release out on that, and we will definitely keep you up to date on their gig schedule.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that was I love what the Flat Rats did there with their webpage, because that's like what this is all about. Mm-hmm. You know, they were able to take something that we were talking about with them, and they turned it into kind of like a little press thing, put it on their webpage.
Right, that's
awesome.
what we're looking for.
That's right. So trying to help out local musicians, supporting local music. So
we have 13 Monsters.
13 Monsters are coming in on May 27th.
June 2nd at the Wire too in Berlin.
And then Mallory Lennon and Psychedelics.
That interview is June 1st, right?
June 1st.
And then May 25th, she has a House of Blues at the Foundation Room.
Whoa.
That's pretty nice. And May 30th, Berghoff in Chicago. 2 gigs there.
Nate, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Okay.
Odds that we ever play House of Blues.
Well, I actually know some people who've been in House of Blues. A shout out to my brothers in Ravidus. They have a connection there that we might be able to someday get in.
You know what I hate about you the most is like you never volunteer any information. It's always I got to drag it out of you like we're doing like some kind of inquisition
Makes
here.
Me feel like I'm that wise man in the corner.
Oh,
that
wise
just
man in
drops
the
the
corner.
wise bombs when necessary.
Yeah, right. Okay. We got a band coming up, Drown the Sea. They just released a single on Spotify called Heart and Soul. Mm-hmm. It is in the Out of the Garage playlist, so check that out. And their interview's coming up.
15th, right? June 15th?
June 15th?
Yep.
Stereo Violet. I saw that they finally did I think it's funny, they finally did a Reverb Nation page. The reason why I thought it was funny is because they've got like 7,500 like monthly listeners on Spotify. So I'm like I don't think you guys need the Reverb Nation page.
They skip right past the Reverb Nation mode,
so,
I think.
And then we have
well, don't forget Stereo Violet.
Wasn't that who I was talking about? Stereo Violet?
Yeah, once we were talking about.
Yeah, that was who I was talking about.
Yeah, June 29th.
Oh, right.
We're interviewing them
June 29th. K or, you know what?
I'm
going to have to get clarification.
I think it's Kai.
Kai, understanding the pickups.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be...
July 13th here.
But before that, June 3rd at
Vine and Grays Lake.
Vine and Grays Lake, which is one of my favorite places to go. And June 9th, they're at...
The Tighthead Brewery in Mundelein.
You know what? We're gonna have to tag Tighthead.
We
today
do.
Because
Yeah,
I've got my Tighthead beer with me. So
we've got loose rich mode.
that's right. And I'm going to definitely go to that June 9th show because give me an excuse to go to Tighthead Brewery.
It's kind of the
Actually, I really don't need an excuse. You know, there's another band that I've heard a lot about lately, Nate.
Which band is that?
There's this band called One Ping Only.
Oh, yes. I've heard of them.
I hear they're really
Catchy tunes.
Yeah.
Really attractive lead vocalist.
I hear they did. I hear they did an EP here.
They did.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
They've got a show coming
Well,
up.
let's not forget to shout out to our colleagues, Jeff and Eric.
No, I think we could forget to shout out.
But I just did.
Not too late. All right, next week, who we got?
The band formerly known as Vince. We do have a number of his tunes in the Spotify playlist. He's toured the East Coast and the Midwest, and we're really looking forward to the insights he can give us about the Chicago music landscape.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be interesting talking to him and see how things have changed over time. So he's had a number of iterations, different forms. If you go onto his YouTube page, you'll see like he played as a group called the Hamburglers.
Really?
And they're dressed like the McDonald's characters. And my first question is, how did you not get sued?
I know what I'm doing tonight when I get home. I'm watching that.
Really? Because I'm going to find something else to watch. So, if you have any questions for any of them, be sure to reach out to our Facebook page. We are OOTG Podcast. We're live streaming today. This should be interesting. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're on Twitter, and I'm trying to get the Twitter page going. I don't understand Twitter.
140 characters or less.
I can't
It's not
write.
that complicated.
I mean, you've seen the way I songwrite.
That's probably the problem right there. Rich can't actually communicate in only 140 characters.
That's right, because I've got that much more to say. And then we are, of course, out of the garage podcast.com. So we're always interested in hearing band submissions. We have been using a combination effort at this point of bands we have found, bands that have applied, reached out to us. It's a great opportunity to get your band heard, which is the point of Out of the Garage. So, we have somebody in the studio here with us today, though. We're not going to just spend the whole time talking about us, Nate.
Okay.
We are going to be talking with Anna P. Anna, say hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
I am now going to do a rendition of You're the Wind Beneath My Wings.
Okay.
Because...
Wait, that's copywritten.
I know, I'm aware, but it's
under fair
appropriate
use.
because did you ever know you are my hero? You are the wind beneath my wings. Because you jumped in and saved the show this week.
Yep.
I screwed up. I had a brain fart, malfunction, too many things going on, and I screwed up the booking for a band. But Anna came in, and first of all, I'm going to say, if you haven't listened to Anna's music yet, and we've been promoting her the last couple of days, trying to get her some likes on Facebook page, which is at Anna P Music, and she's got a Bandcamp page, annap.bandcamp.com. Did I get all that right?
Yes. Simple.
Simple. And I know how I would describe your music. How do you describe your music?
I honestly don't know. I mean, a consistent thing people have told me is that my voice, reminds them of, flowing water. That's really the only, consistent thing
That's
that I've
interesting.
heard. But as far as, my musical composition, I have no clue. But,
Well, I would call you, sweet, heartbreakingly soulful.
Oh.
I liked those words. That's what I would describe.
I like soulful.
Okay. I like to ask people, when they come in, what's their elevator? What's your elevator pitch? How would you got 20 seconds on the elevator with the executives from Sony Records, go, 20 seconds.
I'd probably just faint because I get real nervous.
Well, you'll recover in 8 seconds. So
Okay, so now you got 12 seconds left.
As you're staring up at them from the floor.
Right? I promise I can stay.
No, really, I won't faint like this on stage. Well, you got a background in marketing too, right?
Well, I work at a marketing company. I have background in logistics and freight forwarding and importing goods.
And that's your normal 9 to 5
Yeah.
routine. So,
But still, some of that's got to wear off a little bit, right? You think about marketing yourself as an artist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with like digital marketing just because it used to be something I was interested in. But yeah, I mean, I do everything myself, so like as far as promoting myself.
When you say you do everything yourself, can you describe to us what you mean by everything yourself?
Literally everything.
So lay that out for us. You have a song idea, right?
Mhm.
Where does it go from there to me being able to listen to it on your Bandcamp page?
Yeah. Well, I'm the type of artist who writes lyrics first. I know some people write music first, some people write lyrics. I think lyrics are, I guess, my stronger point. So I write the lyrics first, and then I take out my guitar, figure out the melody, change around some lyrics to fit the melody, and then I get out my recording equipment, lay down the guitar, and then when I think it's good enough, which could take hours and hours and hours, then I'll start the vocals, which take even longer. Because if I hear like the slightest and that's wrong, I'm like, oh, I gotta do it all over again. But
that's the nice part about doing DIY when you're doing it yourself. when you don't have a guy sitting back there behind the controls. And then you make a mistake and you're like, well, how big of a mistake was that?
Yeah, because you don't want to like inconvenience them or annoy them. You know, like can I?
Well, you're paying, and you're paying by the hours.
Yeah.
Well, there's that aspect to it too. I mean, it kind of similar to that, and it's a funny little personal story. I was writing my first
Wait
song.
a minute.
Well, I get one every now and then.
Nate.
I get to settle down. Well, in that vein,
It
right?
took
when
4
you're
episodes to get
retaking-
Nate to say something.
when you're retaking over and over again, right? My wife was very kind enough to offer to videotape me a few weeks ago with that first song that I sent to you that I had ever written, and you know what? She had to retake it 4 or 5 times and got disgusted and frustrated, and I looked at her, I didn't even get why she was upset. I'm like, well, I thought I was going to be doing this about 30, 40 times. You weren't ready for that?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I wasn't, and stomped off, and I don't even blame her, because for us, that's, it's going to be a retake process, right?
Because when I used to post YouTube videos, I used to do that years ago. I would have to record the video 15 times or more to get it. I'm like, okay, this is good enough to put up.
We're our worst critics, and we have the tools to redo it. It's hard not to.
I was on your YouTube page because
I was a baby.
Part of our job is to internet stalk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I'm good at that. Trust me.
So,
yeah.
so we were internet stalking you, and I was amazed at you had like blonde hair, like dyed blonde hair, right?
No, it was red. It was
it
red,
red?
with blonde.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I used to have crazy hair, but I stopped it because it was too much work. So you can kind of see the remnants of the red down here.
And you were doing like a Paramore cover or something, right?
Well, on the video on my YouTube, because they did.
That video had like 8,000 views or something. Once again, I'm impressed by like these numbers.
That's actually not my highest view video, but I'll talk about that. But
we need to steal some of this. How do we
harness that?
There's some power here to be harnessed.
But that Paramore video, like a few years ago, they did a contest where you made a video. You can get together, you and your friends, and sing the song or whatever. And my video got quite a few views. I thought I was going to be a finalist, but I didn't. But it's fine because I had so much fun making it. So that's
no, it's totally not fine.
We're
gonna go find those judges.
We're gonna redo it.
We're gonna have to go find those judges now, Nate.
Right.
You
have to speak to Haley Williams herself.
Oh, was she one of the judges?
I don't know actually.
Okay.
Not so much.
But my most viewed video on YouTube, it's almost to 1 million. Almost.
What?
It's only like a few 10,000s away.
And what is that a video of?
It is a Japanese cover song. Like it was a song I was screwing around with.
Yeah.
Out of the Garage Nation needs to go push this up to 1 million. We can get those,
well,
right?
I can't get paid for that video because it's not my content.
Ah.
So it doesn't really matter. But
here's the thing, though. Here's the real question. It's a song you're singing in Japanese?
Yes.
Are you like me in that you fake speaking other languages?
No.
Or can you actually speak Japanese?
I can speak it. I majored in it in college and took it in high school.
Wow.
Linguist.
Yeah. So what made you interested in Japanese?
It actually started with music. I heard.
You're gonna have to really explain that one to me.
Right?
I'm trying to figure
Well,
out how that's gonna go.
actually, if you want to go even further back, it started from Pokemon because.
Of course it did.
Everything starts with Pokemon.
It does, for real. So I had like a bunch of them, like the DVDs, like for the movies or whatever, and one of the movies had like the theme, like the Japanese theme song to the movie, and it had the music video that went along with it, and it was like this singer. She had a gorgeous voice, and I'm like, this song is so good. So I looked her up, bought her CD off of the internet, straight from Japan, and so then I started listening to more artists, and I wanted to know what they were saying. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to teach myself. So I kind of like self-taught myself for like a year or two before I got into high school, and then my high school offered Japanese, and then I took that for 4 years.
That's crazy that your high school offered Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Because my high school offered English. I think it was
Spanish?
English. No, I think we had English
Just English.
at that point. Yeah, we had English.
Yeah, we had Spanish.
Yeah, we had quite a few. We had like Japanese, Spanish, German, and French.
Hey, boss, Mark. I've got a little buzzing in my ears, like I've got tinnitus.
Sounds like birth control.
You
All right,
just
it's
got
gone.
tinnitus. Dang it. I know
Thank
you were
you.
telling me to turn down and practice, but I didn't take you serious.
So, Anna's gonna play a song for us today,
She
and
is.
I'm really eager to hear this.
Are you? Do you think you can do a song? She's taking a drink.
Sure, I have to
Prepping.
Prep.
cleanse
Absolutely.
Okay. We're taking her by surprise a little bit.
No.
out. Yar.
So, what's the name of this one?
Well, this one is called. This one's called Vagabond.
Okay.
It is an older song of mine. It is on my second EP, which is called Vagabond. And yeah, it's not like most of the songs I've written, and like most songs are love songs. This one is not. It's about like, I guess like searching for yourself, and I know that sounds corny, but yeah, I wrote it back in like 2012, 2013. So it's been a hot minute, but yeah.
All right.
Everywhere I turn, it's always something different. No two thoughts are the same. I'm looking for consistency instead of constantly change. It's just so hard to have so much love, but no one to hold. Sooner or later, I won't remember how to have a home. Locked up tight, but I still run, I run. No one can catch me. When will my wandering be done? Be done. I feel so safe in the cold with no one else on this road. But will I ever reach home? Every move I make, I get judged for it. Their words so ill-intentioned. Might as well just crucify me. Stare down the barrel of your gun. Every step I take, I'm swept off my feet. So might as well keep walking. I'm a vagabond, and my obsessions always drag in their direction. Locked up tight, but I still run, I run. No one can catch me. When will my wandering be done? Be done. I feel so safe in the cold with no one else on this road. But will I ever Keep pulling myself in the direction. Locked up tight, but I still run. I run. You'll never catch me. When will my wandering be done? Be done. I feel so safe in the cold with no one else on this road. But will I ever reach? I will never reach home.
That was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
I think I'm
That was-
just gonna quit singing now and just.
Yeah, I love the lyrics. That was
Oh, thanks.
fabulous.
Yeah, I was a bit inspired by just like the struggle of like knowing who you are, but I guess not knowing what to do about it, like not knowing where you're going, but
Right.
still knowing who you are, you know.
Right. I think
And,
that's
yeah.
I think that's kind of a common theme too for people like musicians,
Yeah.
especially because especially I think a lot of times we have this duality, right? We have an understanding of the reality of the situation
Mm-hmm.
that if the likelihood of being able to make a career out of something that you do involving music is slim,
Exactly.
and but yet you feel like that draw to do it, right?
It's like, I gotta do it.
It's like you know who you are, but and finding that balance is something that I think is really important. Today I was up in front of a bunch of people today and I was giving a speech. Basically, it was like a 15-minute commercial about what I do for a living,
Oh.
and it was this marketing event. And I always talk about like my that I do music and now that I do this podcast, and a bunch of people came up to me afterwards and they were like, that's really interesting. Number one, I would have never expected it from a lawyer, that's, interested in music. And I said to them, I don't think that's, that surprises me because I really do think that like the law is more creative than you think. Like, we do a lot of creative problem solving in the law. So how about, are you doing a lot of problem solving in your job?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I think it's kind of natural for musicians to kind of do that type of work. So, that was fabulous song. It really, really was good. I liked it a lot. So thank you so much for coming in. So you were talking about before about how you're DIY for the most part. So when you're writing a song like that, do you find that there's certain things that give you more inspiration? Make it easier for you to write?
I mean, I don't think, like, as far as the song we just played, nothing really specific happened to, like, me being inspired to write it. But most of the time, I write in, like, spurts. Like, before my new album, I hadn't written anything since probably 2013, which is when my last EP came out.
So let's talk about that. I want to talk about that
Yeah.
arc a little bit because I know that it's kind of interesting because you've since you recently have done a couple of gigs, right?
Yes.
You did Sylvie's Lounge.
Oh, that's the upcoming.
Oh, is that upcoming?
I
Okay.
did Township in Logan Square in
Right.
Chicago, and then I did Debonair Social Club in Wicker Park.
Okay. So, and before that, you hadn't really done a lot of gigging.
No.
Like it would have been all the way to like high school,
High school, yeah.
which is pretty crazy that you're going that far back, and now
Well,
all of a
I
sudden you're
did-
jumping out.
I performed once in college. It was like this talent show it was like campus wide. I did that, but that was only once. And that was my freshman year. So
At Purdue.
Basically high school. Yes, at Purdue. Go Boilermakers. Boiler up.
Boiler up.
My parents will appreciate it.
My daughter goes to Purdue.
Nice.
Yes.
The more people from
So-
Purdue that I meet, the more I realize you're all like kind of like cultish.
Cultish?
No, it's not.
It's like
It's not. No, it's not.
I've met
cultish.
60-year-old
friendly.
Purdue
Hey, you know,
grads.
the truth of the matter is that West Lafayette, Indiana, is like unbelievable. It's a total party. It's the
Right?
greatest place on earth.
Fair enough.
I miss it sometimes. Like the campus is like so beautiful, and I miss it. living there sometimes, but
The campus is beautiful. The rest of the area around it, not so much.
yes, like once you like hit like Lafayette, like Sagamore Parkway or whatever.
Right.
There's nothing. It's just stores. There's like a Target and a Chili's.
There's a yeah. Have you ever what's the one restaurant? Wait. Three Irish Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Or 9 Irish Brothers.
Yeah, 9 Irish Brothers.
Or
Yeah.
42 Irish Brothers, whatever it is.
It's 9 Irish Brothers.
Nine
yeah.
Irish
Yeah.
Brothers.
I've been there my fair share of time.
That's one of my that's my favorite restaurant there. It's the only one I really eat at.
My
there.
favorite is
Yeah.
Mad Mushroom Pizza.
Mad
and
Mushroom-
their cheese sticks, which are covered in grease, but is the most delicious thing.
Oh, that's healthy.
You'll ever have. Yeah.
It's totally healthy.
I'm like, I'll crave them. Like whenever I would drive south and I'd pass by Lafayette, I'm like, maybe I should just pick up some cheese sticks and take them home.
This is my meal. This is what I'm eating.
But you grew up in Indiana.
Yes, I grew up in Chesterton, which is in northwest Indiana. Yeah.
And so that was kind of, how close to Purdue was that? That's pretty close?
It was about hour and a half drive on a good day, or hour and a half more or less.
Okay.
So
Because it's only about 2 hours from here, I think, to Purdue. Really?
no.
Yeah. I crank. I totally.
Gosh. Although that reminds me of my Japanese teacher from high school. He said that like when he was younger, him and his friends somehow made it from Chesterton to West Lafayette in 45 minutes. I'm like, oh,
What?
no way.
You were in a plane.
Right.
So, and then at Purdue, you studied, of course.
I studied Japanese.
Of course, you studied Japanese.
And I also I had a double major, but like some of the things overlapped. I did Japanese, and then I did Asian studies, which is like history and like cultural studies. So
Gotcha.
I know a lot about. Well, I used to know a lot about like Chinese and Korean history.
So, got it?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. So then we had, so you write in spurts. Do you remember the first song that you wrote?
I do actually. I was super young. I was 13, and I remember the name of it. I should have like retaught myself to the song because it's obviously really easy because it's like first song you write is super
Right.
easy. But
Well,
yeah.
your first song is G, C, and D, right?
Oh, it would have had to been. Like I don't see.
I mean, I think actually though, I think my first song was what I always did in the beginning was try to write in kind of a blues style. So
Okay.
you write a line, you repeat the line, you add a line, right? And then that's the way it always worked for me. So, so how old were you when you did that?
I'm pretty sure I was 13.
And do you remember what it was in your head that made you think, oh, I know, I'll write a song?
Yes, because I named the song after an episode of the Teen Titans cartoon that was on Cartoon Network. And that was like my favorite show.
Now, the
Oh
Teen
my God,
Titans,
so
was that
good.
the one with there was like, they were like teenager superheroes? Is that what it was?
That was it.
And I remember, like, there's a teenage
love that
Robin.
show.
Yeah,
maybe.
Robin
I love
was
that
the
show.
leader.
Robin was the leader.
The
Of
leader
course,
of the
Robin would be the
Titans.
leader.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense. The boy wonder.
Yeah. He had his own little group.
Oh, before Batman showed up. And then,
No.
And then he
It
had to
wasn't
take.
before. He's Robin because of Batman.
I mean,
He's
it depends
Robin
on your
because of
timeline.
Batman.
It depends on your timeline.
I guess I don't know my superhero timeline very
There's
well.
many. There's a
Oh
whole.
yeah, there's
It's a continuum.
Is
Timeline.
Teen Titans canon? Is that?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It is.
Yeah, Cyborg from that, right?
What was it?
Was it a Cyborg from that?
Yeah, Cyborg.
Yeah,
It
it goes
was
into the Justice League later on.
Yeah.
It's-
Wow, you guys are talking to
Beast,
Yeah, yeah.
Beast
now.
Boy,
Beast Boy,
Starfire,
yeah.
Raven.
Well, I think I'll just go sit out in the lobby and you guys can keep talking about Teen Titans.
Yes,
So Teen Titans inspired you to write a song.
it did. I was super into the show, and like, despite it being like I guess marketed as a kids show, it got pretty deep and intense sometimes. Like usually the season finales would be like super dark, and there was this one where this character got like it's a complicated story, but more or less, like she dies, I guess, but she turned to stone. And the episode was called Aftershock, and like I was destroyed by that episode. I was like so sad, I'm like ah. So I wrote the song about it, and yeah.
Well, listen, I've been motivated to write songs by television shows.
You
I-
have.
I-
Good inspiration.
Yeah,
One of my favorites of yours, actually.
The Governor.
The Governor.
About from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
One of my favorite television
I'll
shows.
tell you. So he showed me the song one night, and we're singing it, and I'm all playing it up with the Governor because I knew immediately what this song was about, right? And I'm acting real dramatic with it and everything else, and he looks at me and he's gonna drop this wisdom bomb on me. You know what this song's about, right? Yeah, it's about The Walking Dead. What? How did you know that? Dude, it's so obvious.
Was the song called The Governor?
Yes.
Yeah, the song was called The
There you
Governor.
go.
I don't
That's
hide
what-
things. I'm not Elton John over here.
We can't
Or
go
Bernie Taupin, I
We
guess.
can't go 13 levels deep on allegory.
I can't go 13 levels deep. I'm lucky to go 1 level deep. But so then though, I mean, you were playing guitar, you were singing your own songs, you were writing your own stuff, but you never really got out and.
No.
But you published a bunch of it.
Yeah. And like I guess in the early stage it was more me. That was when I started posting videos on YouTube. And I posted quite a bit. Not all of them are up on my page anymore because I deleted like the embarrassing ones. But there are still a bunch of old ones up there where I'm just like
Anna,
such a
I want
tiny
to see the
baby.
embarrassing ones.
Nothing ever
Can
dies
I
on
see
the
the
internet.
embarrassing ones?
Trust me.
I'm a good friend now, right?
I'm pretty sure I deleted some of them, but the other ones are private.
The internet
so-
remembers.
Yeah, the internet remembers everything.
Yes. But I guess that was like my form of gigging because I did like create like a substantial following, but it was mostly like because I did Japanese cover songs and a lot of people who did watch my videos were Japanese. So that
that's so
kind of-
crazy.
Yeah. That's like I think I have like over like 2,500 subscribers on YouTube, but like most of them are from Japan because they watched my cover videos. So
Oh my
So
God.
begins
That
the
is-
domination of the Japanese market.
I know.
Right now.
I know.
I am so glad we had you in.
There was a point in time where I wanted to be like a pop star in Japan. Like that, it would have been
With
so
that
cool.
works in that culture, I mean that's a desirable outcome.
Yeah, but the thing is, like their pop music market is like the turnover is just insane. Like every year it's someone new, and then the people from a year ago are not relevant anymore.
It's a
Oh,
machine.
really? They're
It's
just
a machine that
completely-
yeah,
rivals.
it's kind of sad.
Is that like, what do they call it? Japanese pop though is that J-pop and then there's
Yeah,
K-pop and which is the Korean, I guess.
Yeah, K-pop has been blowing up in the United States, which is pretty cool.
And then C-pop, I guess, is Chinese.
Yeah,
pop?
they use that term. I don't
No?
really see it a lot, but I think
A-pop is Australian pop.
They don't do pop music. They're
Oh,
way
they
too-
don't?
They're way too worried about getting eaten by wildlife.
Oh, that's right. Well, they gotta throw another shrimp on the Barbie. So, how about another song?
Sure. Threw me off
What?
guard again. I gotta get back.
I know. You want
Water.
to? Okay, so let's talk about it first. So you
Yeah,
can drink
sure.
your water. You can get yourself all set up. So the second song is called what?
It's called Lean on This Love. It's from my new album. Whoop, I'm spilling my water. It's my favorite song from the album, and it's my favorite one to perform. But
Okay,
I
so-
haven't heard a lot of
Gina's
feedback on it though.
favorites.
But it's my favorite. So,
So then after you perform it,
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk about it, and then I will do a question like inside the actor's studio, like, what is your favorite word? And you say, gravitas.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, that's a good one too. But the sound of it is quite atrocious.
It is. All right.
All right. So this is called
Lean on This Love.
Lean on This Love.
Feels like I'm gonna burp. Hang on.
That's so sexy. Awesome.
Because I don't want to burp while I'm singing. That'd be
Nope,
super
I get it.
bad.
Yeah,
We're making some noise. We're making some
We're
noise.
making
There
some
we go.
noise. Are you
Covering-
okay?
covering up, covering up.
That's great.
All right, got it. Okay.
All right.
I'm glad.
Nothing happened for the record.
All right, we're good. Okay.
We'll just delete that part.
Okay. All right, this is Lean on This Love.
I haven't been much of a dreamer lately, 'cause I haven't haven't been seeing you, baby. Told you I would be okay. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I still want you with me. We haven't lost it all. Tell me you'll lean on this love, and we will never fall. Maybe one day you'll find this and remember how much you loved me. But that it never went away, and you've never really been free. I won't leave as long as I believe. I haven't been much of a dreamer lately, 'cause I haven't been seeing you, baby. Told you I would be okay. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I still want you with me. We haven't lost it all. Tell me you'll lean on this love, and we will never fall. Maybe one day I'll walk again down these streets with you. All the places you showed me will once again be new. I won't leave as long as I believe. Time can heal, but it can't change how we feel. Time can forgive, but it can never forget. I could heal, but I could never forget. I won't leave as long as I believe. I haven't been much of a dreamer lately, 'cause I haven't been seeing you, baby. Told you I would be okay. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I still want you with me. We haven't lost it all. Tell me you'll lean on this love, and we will never fall. Just lean on me, and you'll never need to fall.
Wow.
Speechless.
No, I can really feel it. Like the lyrics really, honest to God, Anna, they're beautiful.
Thanks.
They're really, really unbelievably good. It's really good. I like the whole idea. That was great. Well, I mean, obviously, where did that come from? That obviously came from.
I mean, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
He was an ass.
Hey, you might be listening, so sure.
That was awesome. That was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's my favorite song to play because I get to show off my singing chops. So
yeah, and I was gonna I hate to break it down to the mechanical, but your mechanical singing is amazing. I really like it.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm noticing particularly just what you're doing with your end of your phrasing. And I think that's got to be a deliberate choice. I don't think you're doing it on accident. And I think it's just really tastefully done.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so
It
much.
really is good. So then you have some gigs coming up.
Mhm.
Where are you playing at next?
I'm playing at Sylvie's Lounge in
Right.
Chicago on Monday, May 22nd, and the show starts at 8, and I go on at 9:30, I believe. And what it is every Monday they do an acoustic explosion, which they feature local artists, I think like 4 or 5, and they do a 25-minute set. So I was able to book a time slot for myself for Monday. So that's fun. And then as far as like gigs, that's the only one that I have set in stone. But I do have a radio show that I'm going to be on next month. And actually, it's in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I don't know how they found me. But they emailed me. They're like, hey, we'd love to have you. We're just starting this new artist series. I'm like, sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because like, I like to take every opportunity that comes to me. You never know what
Yeah,
happens. So I
absolutely.
get out of Illinois for a couple days next month. So.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. You ready? You ready, Nate?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh,
We're gonna try
scared.
we're gonna try the question from the intern
You
again.
should be scared.
Now, today we have Gianna with us, and she is going to ask a question of Anna. And this is something that has been prepared, and I'm told is well thought out. So Gianna, take it away.
So you studied Japanese in college?
Yes, I did.
How did you get your parents to agree to that?
Oh my God! No!
Oh.
No,
They were
no,
actually
no,
happy
no.
about it.
Really? I don't believe that either. Get out of here. You get out of here, Nate. Take your seat back.
They just wanted me to do.
You
what I
see,
wanted
she's
to do.
going to college, and she just wants to know how to study things that she is more interested in than anything serious.
Like anything serious.
Something that can make you money.
Very serious.
Can
Anything
Japanese
can
make you money?
Anything can make you money if you try hard enough. But I mean, it can. Like when I did think about majoring in it, I'm like, I obviously thought it through somewhat. Like, hey, I can do translation work, I can do this and that. For a point in time, I wanted to like do translations for video games. I thought that would have been so cool, but never happened. I applied to like Nintendo.
Did you really? Oh, that's awesome.
And to the Pokemon company.
The reason you
But-
didn't get that is because you can probably translate well, and yet there's the whole, the bad translation is almost a part of it now,
Oh.
right? So you can't do it now. You're too good at it.
When
I'm sure.
when I applied for it, it was like towards the end of college, so like I didn't have any experience. Like they even said they're like you don't have enough experience, so like we can't do this. So
Experience.
You would think they would just
Work
test
experience.
you think they would just test you to see how well you can like translate the language, right?
oh, it's like a running joke, like for like job qualifications, like for entry level, requires 7+ years of experience. It's like,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to get experience if
Yeah.
you don't give me experience? But luckily I didn't have much
Well,
trouble.
if you want to make a change, what you could do is you could work with us to translate all our episodes into Japanese,
Oh my God.
and we could really hit that Japanese
We
mark.
could really nail the
Yeah.
Japanese market then.
I'm just trying to get.
You know what though?
Japanese
I
part
can,
of
I
this
can
whole
really
thing.
relate because I tried to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears, got rejected. Honest to God, I applied to be head coach of the Chicago Bears in 1992. I tried to, I applied to be an astronaut. I wanted to be the first
Oh, wow.
eternity astronaut,
Wow.
and denied.
Aw,
I can't catch a break.
that's not.
It's that job experience issue.
Well,
Yeah.
what about like they're like interviewing people like to go on like a space mission, like not like to go like on vacation to space or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but that sounds expensive.
I know.
Isn't it? I'm not gonna.
I read something about I was a
Yeah, and that sounds dangerous.
It does. I want to
I mean, I'm
stay
totally into.
in the atmosphere.
Listen, nobody knows space like I know space.
Oh
Right.
gosh.
You want to know about space? I know a bunch of things about space. I'm the best at space.
You got it down.
Is that sure the first time I heard that? I didn't do good.
Splitting headache.
Good. Do a good
I know
job.
all the best space people. The best space people are my best friends. I have nothing but the best space people. I'm surrounded by the best space people. I've
So
got.
what you're gonna do? We're gonna go to space. We're gonna go to space very well.
We're
It's gonna be
beautiful.
bigly.
It's bigly. Most beautiful space. It's the most beautiful rocket. It's the most beautiful rocket.
You ever seen it? Just trust me. Trust me. He always says, trust me.
It's gold. It's gold. Listen, it's gonna be great. Well, now that we've gotten that out of our system,
Yeah.
I was gonna wear my icky Trump shirt today, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it because this is only our 4th podcast, and I don't want to alienate 39% of the
Don't want to get too
population.
political.
Right. I don't want to turn it into a political thing. But well, you know what? While we're on current events, how about Chris Cornell? That was like the saddest thing ever.
Yep.
He hung himself. Were you a big Soundgarden fan? Is that
No, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
it was, you know, but.
4-octave range?
And
Four-
he just played a show last night.
I know, which is
Just-
like,
Just last night. It's just crazy.
and they were saying like he was like on social media and tweeting and
Yeah.
stuff, and it just floored me.
I think it's a big reminder to us. Artists of that caliber can fight with demons and we won't even know.
Yeah. But I think that, you know, there is that element though then too, right? That it's like sometimes like the best things that we write come from pain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to like, and what is that you know that you can have that pain, you know, kind of laying there, and it motivates you to be able to write. And I know that he said that, or at one point he gave an interview where it's like he was on heroin like when he was 13 years old or something like that, which is just like, it's scary, it's frightening. So, no heroin though.
No.
Good. You're
Not
not.
in the past 24 hours. No, I'm totally kidding.
I
God,
quit
no.
cold turkey 3 hours ago.
I'm very conscious now of every artist I'm talking to. It's like, are you okay? Is there anything wrong?
Well, I mean, like, people do it, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Is there any problems we can solve? You know, just, we want to be helpful. So, what's your you know, I got to say that one thing that I noticed from like your videos especially was that you would, you know, it's kind of amazing to see you perform because you're kind of tiny. You're very
5 feet tall.
You're 5 foot tall.
Proud of it.
You're very, very tiny. You have this giant guitar. It looks like. It looks
Stretch
like,
my arms out, I'll
yes,
like, play it.
yeah. and you're standing up there,
Yes.
all alone. No band behind you. Ever thought about getting a band behind you?
I mean, at this point in my life, I don't think I would want something like that. I mean, it's definitely something I could do. I was in a band. I was in a ska band, actually, in high school. That was really fun. we like, oh my god, we were so good, too.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone in the area, like in Northern Indiana, like all they had were like hardcore bands, like screamo and just, and we came in and we were doing something totally different.
That
and,
is
like,
totally different.
Everyone loved us and like it was so good and like
Was it like original music or were you guys doing
yeah,
covers?
we did both. Like obviously we covered Real Big Fish. We covered Sell Out by Real Big Fish. Of course.
Right.
But like the original songs that these guys would write, it was just like amazing. I co-wrote one of the songs and wasn't as good as the others because I wasn't as good.
No,
as them.
no. It was better than the others.
Right,
It was the best
It was
song.
the best song.
It was the greatest song
ever
ever.
written. But yeah, I mean, all like they were like all the guys I know were so much more talented than me because they were all band kids and I was a choir kid and
Oh my God, a choir kid.
right.
Yeah, they were their own special.
Oh,
But yeah,
jeez.
they were all super talented. And,
Damn
like,
choir
we
kids.
had a whole like horn line and just
Really?
yeah. We had a
Like how many people are in this band?
it varied. We had rotating members, but
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
But
the
like
that's the thing.
we had like the singer, he also played trumpet, so he would sing, and then during like the breaks he'd be trumpeting.
That's so cool.
And then we had trombone, saxophone,
But wait,
sometimes another trumpet as well.
you know, let's leave it back.
Leave it back.
Leave
Yes.
it back. Go back.
Yes.
Because it's you all by yourself.
Yes,
And
it
you're
is.
this little thing.
Mhm.
And do you ever get are you ever getting any hassle from any of the crowds or anything like that? Do you ever find any problems like that?
Not so far.
Not
no.
yet?
Yeah, but I'm sure it'll happen. I mean, I get catcalled on the street every week, so I mean, it's bound to happen at a show, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Aww. Ugh. So, well, be careful out there, young lady.
Don't worry, I can kick some ass if I need to. Don't worry.
You know
I
what?
may be tiny, but oh.
I believe it. Yeah, I know. I see the guns.
I work out. So.
I know you. I got scared immediately. You had a tattoo and everything, and I was like, "Jeez, yeah." Me, flabby. So, where do you see yourself like a year from now?
A year from now, I would just want to be playing shows still. Maybe have like another EP under my belt or something, and maybe try to get it like professionally produced, but if not, I can just do it myself like I have done in the past, so it's not really a big deal. Because for me, it's like, of course production is like super important because it makes everything sound so good.
It does.
But if someone is really talented, you'll be able to tell no matter how crappy the recording is.
You know what? I think she just called us untalented, Nate.
No,
I think you're taking it very personally over there, Rich.
Well, it was funny because when we did our EP here, my son, who has been hearing my band for 4 or 5 years, he said, he's like, "Oh my God, you guys actually, that's what you guys play?" And I'm like,
well, with the band, it's more complicated because it's hard to zone in.
That's true.
On it sounds better. As far
yeah,
as the
and
band, it would sound better in the
and
studio.
when we're in our basement or something,
Yeah,
you're
it's just
on
not ideal.
Yeah, it's not ideal
Yeah.
sound conditions. So then, how about do you still see yourself playing? 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? Is this something that you're going to stick with?
I'd like to. I don't know what life holds, but music has always been something that I've done, whether it be active or not. Even when I wasn't writing, I'd still be singing all the time. I always sing.
And that's and that's why I wanted to talk to you, is because it seems like you had this whole kind of background in music.
Yeah.
And then and it's just kind of recently you're taking it out of the garage. And you're just recently kind of pushing yourself forward a little bit. I think that's great.
Yeah.
And your music is really, really good. You should please keep playing. And definitely keep writing.
Yes.
Because your lyrics are just fabulous. They really are. They're beautiful. So great job.
Went through a lot to write them.
I hear you. So Anna, what's we're gonna play out with one of your songs tonight. And do you know what song it is?
Yeah, it's Northern Star. It seems to be the fan favorite, if you want to call it that. But my friends who have listened to it, they're like, "Oh my God, I love this song." So,
Great.
It's pretty. It's a ballad, obviously. What isn't a ballad? But yeah, and I was inspired. This album was kind of inspired by this up and coming indie singer named Julian Baker. She has this whole solo vibe going on. It's just her. She's a tiny girl too, and she's just up on stage with her guitar, her loop pedal, and that's it. So I was inspired by her a little bit. And this song, you can kind of hear, if you have listened to it before, you can hear that influence in it. So yeah, it's probably my second favorite song on the album after Lean on This Love. So.
Well, I want to thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
You did a wonderful job. Anna, you were awesome. And this has been the Hunger Games. No, this is Out of the Garage.
It might be if we're not careful.
This has been Out of the Garage. Thank you, Anna. We're going to now play out with Northern Star. Thank you for coming in.